Good evening. This is Shannon Blansett. I am presenting my school technology plan, parts 1, 2, and 3. And here we go. One of the questions that has kind of bothered me as an educator that kind of really sparked this is there's a link between handwriting and memory. And the more I notice that the kids in my class that take notes, understandably, on Chromebooks or they're typing on laptops, don't seem to do well on the tests compared to the kids who still use the traditional method of handwriting notes. So what I attempted to do was to do a little bit of research here to see, was there a way we could use this sort of new school style of technology in the classroom with the traditional proven method of handwriting notes that allows for further retention of the material. Believe it or not, there is some stuff out there. So I came across an article that I read that is linked in my research that says researchers have found that participants who take notes on laptops perform worse on the conceptual questions than those who take traditional paper notes. Knowing that education is moving towards technology and that push towards technology is actually hurting the memory recall for some of the stuff that the students are working on, put me in a funky spot where I was trying to figure out how can we move back towards handwriting notes but still keep a tech feel to the class. So essentially the question I'm working with here is, how can I integrate handwriting with technology? It sounds like two completely foreign different worlds, but there's so much that are really cool ways to connect these two items here. So I'm going to show you what I found here and how I plan to integrate this into the high school. So the two options I found in research are the Bamboo Slate, which retails at $149.95, and the Rocketbook Everlast Notebook, which is $29.99. And through my research, I chose the Bamboo Slate simply because of durability and its much longer lifespan. The Rocket Everlast Notebook is only good for 5 or 6 pages of handwritten notes. Bamboo Slate is good for years and years of notes, especially at the college level. Kids seem to really like this. So while the Bamboo Slate was chosen on its features and longevity, there are some other really cool things that are a part of this. I want to show you that as well as we move through this. So it has the ability to scan and upload handwritten notes as a PDF to Google Drive. So kids can take handwritten notes on their actual tablet in the traditional sense. So they're getting that sort of memory connection by handwriting notes, but we still have the tech piece that allows them to store digitally. Digital storage means no more lost homework. Kids are constantly losing papers. Storing them digitally off of the tablet, even though they're still handwritten, they aren't going to lose those digitally. Handwritten notes means more knowledge retention, and this also is something I really found interesting. Combines our traditional method of teaching with technology and kind of using the best of both worlds. So we're getting the technology piece to push the kids a little further forward tech-wise, but we're also getting the tried and true proven method of handwritten notes. We are a relatively large high school, about 2,300, 2,400 students, so I made an initial order of 2,500 devices, retailing at $374,875. Sounds like a huge initial investment, but when talking with our IT guy in charge of our printers, we spend on average about $100,000 a year in printed papers at the high school. If we eliminate that, then all of our handwritten notes and everything can be uploaded right into this. Between Google Classroom, Google Chromebooks, and this, we can eliminate pretty much all paper, and we're saving $100,000 a year right off the top. There is no added Wi-Fi cost because students are going to be either working on the Bamboo Slate or the Chromebook, so the school is fully equipped to handle the bandwidth that it would be already taking at this point. Handwritten notes would lead them to more material retention by the students. So essentially that's the goal of education, is to get them to learn more, and by handwriting those notes they are going to learn more rather than the sort of modern version of typing notes. Implementation would occur over a summer. So at the end of the school year, teachers would be handed a bamboo slate to get to know over the summer. The school would offer training sessions for those that want more work on those. Varying times, varying days throughout the summer, mornings, afternoons, evenings, based on all different types of family structures and whatever people can get to during the summer. Also, there are going to be some tech-savvy people who aren't going to need the training. They're going to be able to just take off and do it on their own and be ready to roll. The final tune-up for teachers in the classroom setup would be done during workshop week. We'd have a 3-hour morning set aside. The first 2 hours would be retraining the staff on the bamboo slate book, and then everybody would have 1 hour to take it into their classrooms to make sure it's set up, kind of a try it on your own. And we have experts who are going to be set up inside of each department or each wing of the buildings that are going to be helping anybody that needs help with those. So it's actually a pretty streamlined process here that, from what I understand, is very smooth.